Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Akbar. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Gators will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down. Moving away from pressure. He's open on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really... Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They'll run the toss. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
The Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Oh, they're faking it. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it, and that one will drive you crazy. You spend Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Meyer. Quarterback adapted. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it.
And what a nice play. It's a great option. They run it to perfection. The quarterback keeps the football running down the field, going to make a play. And the defense continues to hustle, continues to fight, forces the fumble. Never give up on a play. That's why you never give up on a play right there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Mims. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. And he'll dance into the end zone and score the deuce. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Myers. Quick strike complete. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
Good enough for a first down.
On first down from their own 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Meyer. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Looking downfield, it's Myers. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Sends it back in motion. Powers forward. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff.
Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, it's an electrifying run. Think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Meyer. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold onto the ball till the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get the edge on the right. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at this.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. They'll go hurry up here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the 1st option. Playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job.
Got enough space. He's all the pocket. Gets away from one. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Gee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off play action on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The offense changing the play. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. What an explosive, eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Akbar. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
This guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Tight end now in motion. It'll be a draw. Oh, better look out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. Right back to the well. Got a little space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. Trying to pound it in. And they
front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 21 to Texas Tech. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to pass. It's Myers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Timeout, Georgia.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Meyer. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Myers. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes...
Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted.
Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. He can't make the connection on the soft toss.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Ran through the contact. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They want to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air, it's Myers. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Balls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Well, that is not a great punt at all. It'll be down inside their own 35-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet. This offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Meyer. They're working that left side.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Myers. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. Creates a little room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Looking to throw, it's Meyer. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Akbar. Discards him with the stiff arm. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Turns it loose deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Myers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's got gotta feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Back to throw, it's Meyer. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Connection to the right. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield, it's Myers. Rushes on him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's West. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Charcoal.
They try to get it outside on the left. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Mims. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone with the run. Creates a little space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. The one play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the RPO, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Looking to get it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Now they have extended extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Meyer. Got his man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He fires a bullet to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He wants it all. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 31 to Miami. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about
turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Gator. Once he got some room, it was over. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Found a little bit of room there. Up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Moffitt. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the tight end. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.